Yeah, we have some guys that dunk is a freak in the weight room, but then when we go out to speed stuff, that's kind of what I pride myself on.
Okay.
I take a lot of pride in that. I've been able to, I think being a D lineman kind of helped with that too. I can move a little faster than some of the other guys.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
How much do you feel like you personally have grown in what you want to do this year?
I'd just
for the
say
past 6 months or whatever.
Yeah, I'd say the hardest part of playing online is the fundamentals, and then just like the fronts you see, and being like, you have to understand what the defense is doing, because then it'll help you with what you're doing. We've watched a lot of film. I've watched film with Cade, Tyler Ellsbury, Mason. We've watched film together. We meet every Tuesday, Thursday to watch film.
Okay.
I think that's just the most beneficial thing, is getting those like mental reps, seeing it, and then what happens after that. So just being able to like see what the fronts as a center is probably the most important thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see new fronts come season time. If I can get as like comfortable I can with seeing new fronts, that'll help the most.
As you look back on your season, what do you think you personally could improve on the most, and maybe where have you grown the most personally?
I just say understanding the offenses. Last year I was kind of just thrown into it. First game I had no idea what I was doing. I was like, holy crap. As the season went on, I started to learn a little bit more, understand what I was doing and the why I was doing it, versus just going out there and memorizing what I had to do. I kind of know why now. I think that's just the biggest thing. And getting reps, I have 2 spring balls and a season under my belt now, which is huge. The only way you're going to get better at football is practicing and getting reps. So I have those now, and I think those will help me this season.
Do you feel like the line has a little chip on his shoulder this year? There were so many struggles last year, visible.
We went through some growing pains last year. We had a lot of young guys who never played, never started or played Division I football. We had 3 dudes out there starting. So you're just learning through those. I think we needed that, especially being so young. We don't have a lot of old guys in our room. We have 1 fifth year, right? 3 with the transfers now, but originally only 1. So just going through those growing pains is what we needed, and we have those reps now, and we know how each other play. So just getting those reps is very beneficial for us.
When you were looking out there early in your season last year, were you kind of like, okay, it's an odd front, he looks like he's going on the 2 gap, I'm going to be going this way. And now is it more muscle memory where you're okay, I don't even have to think as much, that's just more of a reaction. You've done it 1,000 times now?
So I'd say it is muscle memory, especially going against our defense. They give us so many looks. So when I go out there and practice, I know if we're going to the boundary, I'm going to have a 3 tech. If we're going to the field, I'm going to have a shade. So I know, even before the play begins, what I'm going to have, and I can kind of see that. And then watching the film come season time, I can really see what they're going to do, hopefully. The front they're going to be in, which will help me, which will help everybody else, because I have to make the call and then deliver it to everybody else. So if I can just see as many fronts as I can get, develop that muscle memory in watching film of the team, whatever we're playing, that'll help a lot.
When you look at, Cade mentioned, I think the first time he took a snap from you, he had a jammed finger and everything. And I'm sure you're like, oh, God, not this. How you guys work together, and is this something that's a race now, and we won't be getting questions from fans about snap and all that kind of thing?
No, just getting reps is probably the most important thing. I remember that first snap, I like to get off the ball a little quicker, just because, Spence really talked about how Lindy did that, so I'm like, okay, if I can get off the ball, I can't get a false start because I snapped the ball. So if I can move a little faster, that'll help me out. And I threw it back there, jammed his thumb, but, we haven't had that anymore. I'd say we're very comfortable in our snaps right now. We're in a good spot. I think, come season time, we shouldn't have any problems.
He said you guys were working on that pretty hardcore during the spring, just taking any time you could to work on those snaps. How much has that factored into the confidence and that connection you have with him now?
Getting the snap is probably the most important part of it. Without the snap, the play's dead. And just getting that repetition with Cade, what he likes, and his cadence. His cadence is different than Spencer's was or Joe's is. Understanding his cadence, timing it up, getting off the ball, things like that. Just working with him has really helped, developing a relationship with him, not only in the building and the snaps, but off the field too. Seeing who he is as a person too kind of helped, because if he doesn't like something, be like, okay, I don't like it either, and we can kind of just work together and fix something. But
how much has he helped you grow in general, just given the fact that he has that experience? You're not bringing in a guy or a freshman's not coming in and starting at quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, that experience. I mean, he's seen a lot of football. We sit right next to each other in meetings, and I look over in his notebook, and he's got everything highlighted. I mean, it's just his notebook is ridiculous. It's the nicest set of notes I've ever seen. So like, he knows football, and he knows how to. He understand. He's had so many reps. I mean, at Michigan, he was a starter there, so he knows the game of football and what he needs to do, and that's going to help me too. Obviously, the guy I played with last year was a Remington Award winner, so he was a good center too. So if he has any tips for me on like what he did, or like I know Lindy, I got to watch him. Like he's played with a good center, you know, I got to watch a good center here. You know, I think that's very beneficial.
What speed record or lifting record are you most proud of this offseason? Because I know you've been rolling in the weight room.
Yeah, I'd say probably the squat. I just got the all-time squat record. So I thought that was pretty cool.
What was the weight?
So I think I did 580 for something, and then it like equaled out to 700 pounds. So Amani Jones had it last. Dunk is definitely gonna get it eventually. So I'm just happy, you know, I have that over his head right now. I can hold that right there, but he'll get it soon.